Guys, I'll be happy if you leave your like. This will help YouTube a lot to recommend our videos to other Dragon Ball fans. And it will also tell us if you're enjoying the videos, so we can improve our narrations in text. That said, let's go to the video. After a bad dream of Beerus, the god of destruction, I would make the decision to destroy the beautiful planet. Beerus, why that sudden decision? Because it was a very strong dream, and I'm sure it brings bad luck. I'm still dizzy, I won't recover quickly. Tell Frieza to gather the Saiyans and kill them, but if you don't do it, your souls will be left. You tell him to do it, his souls in the beyond will not be a problem, Beerus said. In that way, Mui would communicate with Frieza to give the order. Frieza did not agree to do it, but he would have no choice. He would call all the Saiyans, and at the time of meeting, they would be exterminated by Frieza. Although Bardock, distrustful of the call, had saved Goku by sending him in a capsule to Earth. At that moment, the magician Babidi was arriving on Earth. He knew that Majin Buu was on that planet and had been hidden by the Kaioshins. That big-nosed Kaioshin thinks he can make fun of me, Babidi said. As soon as I find Majin Buu, I will wake him up and then use him as my weapon and conquer the universe. At one point, the magician Babidi would see something in the sky. It was Goku's ship. Before it hit the ground, Babidi would stop it. Out of curiosity, he would see little Goku. "What is this? A Saiyan baby?" Babidi said. "It is strange. These are the ships of Frieza's army. That fool is very bad for me." Babidi would open the ship, meeting Goku. The boy was crying, but when he saw Babidi, he would start laughing. "Hey, I'm not your mom," Babidi said in a bad mood. Even so, Babidi would see something special in little Goku. He would observe him for a few minutes. A vision would reach him. He would see Goku as a Supreme Sorcerer conquering the universe. Babidi would fall seated. He couldn't believe what he had seen. "It has to be a joke," Babidi said. "This boy, no, it can't be." Babidi knew that this boy would one day be a Supreme Sorcerer, so he would raise him as if he were his own son. He preferred to have him on his side than as an enemy, since that vision was clearly an inevitable fate. Babidi would put aside Majin Buu's search. After all, he already knew where he was and was in no hurry. He would investigate the Saiyans and the planet Vegeta, and he would educate Goku as his own son. As time went by, Goku would become a sorcerer with great powers, in addition to a formidable warrior thanks to his warrior nature. Along with the magician Babidi, they would study magic together, in addition to conquering planets and spreading chaos. One day, Goku and Babidi would reach the planet Yardrat, since he had plans there. "So this is the planet you have told me so much about?" Goku said. "That's right. The Yardrats have unique skills. We can learn a lot from them. Although unfortunately, we can only do it by force," Babidi said. "Why only by force?" Goku replied. "Because these fools believe in loyalty, love, and that nonsense," Babidi said. "Idiots! They don't know that power is the most important thing," Goku said. Goku and Babidi would invade the planet and create chaos. They would contact the leaders to force them to teach them to use their skills. Although they would only learn to use teleportation while they were in their apprenticeship. A large ship of Frieza's army would appear in the sky. "I can't believe it," Babidi said. "What is that?" Goku replied. "Goku, do you remember what I told you about the planet Vegeta?" Babidi responded. "Yes, I remember. You always told me that before Frieza destroyed it, they sent me to Earth in that little ship," Goku said. "But what does it have to do with all this?" "Turns out, that ship is from his army," Babidi said. "Great, maybe this Frieza can kill him," Goku said. "Do you think I have enough power to do it?" "I don't know. I would rather you don't risk it," Babidi said. "But if his army came here, it's to eliminate the inhabitants and sell them. We can't allow it." "Wait, are you going to save us?" the leader of the Yard Rat said. "Of course, idiot. Dead don't work for me. I need their knowledge," Babidi said. The ship would descend, but it wouldn't be Frieza who was there. The Special Forces Ginyu would be present. "I can't believe it," Babidi said. "Who are those guys who dance because they do?" Goku replied. "Some idiots who behave like children. But ironically, they are the strongest soldiers after Frieza," Babidi said. "Annoying." "Really?" Goku said. Excited. "Yes, they are," Babidi said. "Can I fight them? So I will test my powers against Frieza," Goku replied. "Only if you promise not to harm the planet. Remember that I need those Granas alive," Babidi said. "Of course, no problem," Goku said. Goku would present himself before the Special Forces Ginyu, stopping their invasion. "Hey, that's enough. Leave these people alone," Goku said. "Hey, I think it's a Saiyan," Jace replied. "Yes, it seems so, although I thought everyone had died in the destruction of the beautiful planet," Captain Ginyu said. "I already know the history of my planet, and I certainly don't care. I just want to fight you and end your lives," Goku said. The Special Forces Ginyu would remain silent for a moment, without understanding what was happening. Then they would start laughing. "What a funny guy," Rickham said. "He really thinks he can beat us," Berter said. "Even Gordo could beat him alone," Jay said. "Yes, that's true." "Hey, that was rude," Gordo said. "That dwarf seems familiar to me," Babidi would think. Gordo would stand in front of Goku. He was ready to fight him. "Goku, be careful," Babidi said. "That dwarf knows how to use magic." "Really?" Goku replied, confused. "Hey, where did that dwarf come from?" Rickham said. "What did you say?" Babidi replied, furious. Babidi would watch Rickham with hate. He wanted to eliminate him with his powers, but he would resist because he wanted Goku to live that experience. "So, what is your name? So I will write it on my list of victims," Gordo said. "I am Goku, a Saiyan expert in martial arts and sorcery," Goku said. "You don't look like a sorcerer," Gordo said. "And you don't look like a Frieza soldier. You look like a homunculus," Goku said. "What did you say?" Gordo replied, furious. Gordo would throw everything at Goku. He would attack him with a series of consecutive blows, but Goku moved from side to side as if nothing. "Heavens! What a waste of time!" Goku said. "Damn it," Gordo replied. Gordo would breathe deeply, and while he contained the air, he would stop time. "Very good. Now I have to attack him while he's motionless," Gordo would think. Gordo with his powers would take a root tree, and he would cut it, leaving its trunk with a sharp tip. Then he would throw it at Goku, but before the trunk reached him, it would simply stop. "Damn it! What happened?" Gordo said. "So you contain the air to stop time," Goku said. Gordo would be terrified. Since Goku could speak in stopped time, Gordo would lose his breath while the trunk would be suspended in the air. It's a good trick, but if you need to stop breathing to execute it, it doesn't make sense, Goku said. "What an idiot! How did you do it?" Gordo replied. "I know how to do things," Goku said. Goku would scratch his fingers and the trunk would catch fire. "Although you have magical powers, you are not good at using them," Goku said seriously. "Now you will see, bastard," Gordo said furiously. Gordo would point to Goku with his hands, then he would scream using all his magical power. "Demons will do it," Rikum said. "Let's take a distance," Captain Ginyu replied. The special forces of Ginyu would move away. Gordo would use his powers on Goku. He would start to feel really dizzy. His nose would bleed. He would feel a pressure from the inside of his body that overwhelmed him. The ground under him would crack. "What is this?" Goku said in pain. "Idiot, I told you, you can't against me," Gordo replied. "I'm generating pressure in the veins of your body. Soon you will explode like a toad." "I don't think so," Babidi said inside Gordo's mind. "Who said that?" Gordo replied, disconcerted. Suddenly Babidi's eyes would shine and Gordo's head would explode. "What was that?" Gordo said. "It seems that it is the work of that subject," Captain Ginyu said. "Hey, it was mine," Goku replied. "Idiot, he almost kills you," Babidi said. "I used the same spell he used on you, only I know how to use it well." "Really?" Goku said. "Of course. Be more careful. Now I want to see how you go with those four," Babidi replied when taking distance. "Very good, they are mine," Goku said. Goku would launch against the four members of the Special Forces of Ginyu, and he would start fighting against the four at the same time. Incredibly, he had enough power to endure it, even Captain Ginyu. They would use all their skills to stop Goku, but there was nothing they could do. Goku's power went beyond his limits. In a matter of minutes, Goku would beat the four. "Very good, it's time to finish them," Goku said. Goku would carry ki in his hand, but Babidi's high signal would interrupt him. "Goku, don't do it," Babidi said. "It's not worth killing them." "What are you talking about? I killed one of his. They will not forgive him," Goku said. "You taught me that when someone is killed, you kill everyone around him to avoid revenge." "Heavens, these guys are scary," Jace said. "I know, but I have another utility for them," Babidi said. Babidi would observe the four members of the Special Forces of Ginyu, and he would control them with his magic powers. An M would appear on each of them. "Great! They are our slaves," Goku said. Babidi would reach Goku, and a blow to the neck would cause him great pain. "My slaves! I've told you before," Babidi said. "Hey, that hurt me," Goku said. "You have to learn that spell so you can control strong beings who do the work for you," Babidi said. "I know, but it's not as easy as it seems," Goku replied. "I love Babidi. We are at your service," Captain Ginyu said. "Tell me something. Is Frieza stronger than Goku?" Babidi said. "Well, certainly. Frieza is the strongest being in the Universe 7. Goku would beat him without problems, but he has several transformations that increase his powers," Captain Ginyu would explain. "In his first form, he surely beats him, but I don't know when he uses the others." "Then we should visit Frieza," Babidi said. That way, Babidi and Goku would use Ginyu's special forces to attack Frieza. Goku was really excited since he had waited a long time to challenge Frieza and defeat him. He had no motivation for revenge or anything like that. He only cared about fighting stronger subjects than him. The alliance between Babidi and Goku, backed up by Ginyu's special forces controlled by the Sorcerer, they were heading to space to face Frieza. Goku was full of excitement about facing the evil Emperor, while Babidi planned to take advantage of the situation to expand his control over the universe. As they approached the space governed by Frieza, Goku was mentally preparing for the battle. Babidi explained the importance of not underestimating Frieza, and reminded him that they should work together to defeat him. Goku, although anxious, said with determination, "I can't wait to fight him," Goku said. "I wonder if it's better for me to use more magic than blows, or blows instead of magic." "I've always told you to hit hard, but think with your head," Babidi said. "Never hit with your head, or think with your strength." "I know, I just have no idea what kind of being Frieza is," Goku said. "Frieza is a cold demon," Ginyu said. "Hey, I didn't give you permission to speak, Babidi replied. I'm sorry, sir, Ginyu said. Wait, I want to know what a cold demon is, Goku said. I'm interested in that detail. It is the race with the best survival of the entire Universe 7. They can live in the space of the void if they wish. They can also stay days without eating or drinking water. In addition to being almost difficult to kill, they can survive as long as they have their head and lungs to the body. Even splitting them in two, they resist. Captain Ginyu would explain. Now I understand why it is Beerus's right hand, Babidi said. Goku, be careful with him. Don't trust him. Don't worry, after he eliminates him, we will stay with his army, Goku said. I'm sorry to meddle in, but if you do that, you could attract Beerus's attention, Captain Ginyu said. He is very jealous of the work Frieza is doing, since he fulfills all his orders. I don't care. I know how to take care of Beerus, Babidi said. Hey, can I fight against Beerus after Frieza? Goku replied. Babidi's eyes would shine, and Goku would feel a strong headache. That's enough. That hurt, Goku said. Then stop saying nonsense, Babidi replied in a bad mood. Beerus has no comparison to Frieza. If Frieza were a rock, Beerus would be the largest mountain in the universe. He is a god, and keep it in mind. Babidi would have his spell on Goku. Heavens, I hate when you do that, Goku said. You two do what I told you and follow my orders, Babidi replied. Yes, sir, the 4 members of the Special Forces Ginyu. That way our friends would come to the planet of Frieza. They would announce themselves normally, although the semi-marked and the members of the Special Forces Ginyu would attract everyone's attention. Then the Special Forces Ginyu would attack the base of Frieza. The evil Emperor did not understand anything of what was happening. What is all this? Frieza said. Great Frieza, the Special Forces Ginyu attack us, one of the soldiers replied. It cannot be true, furious Frieza said. Frieza would get out of there, meeting the Special Forces Ginyu. He noticed a great anger in him. I want an explanation for this unfortunate incident. I hope it is not a rebellion you know you cannot win, Frieza said. Great Frieza, we regret it, but we only follow orders, Captain Ginyu said. What are you talking about? Here, the only one who gives orders is me, Frieza replied seriously. Of course not. Now I give the orders, Babidi said when he showed up. Who are you, insect? Frieza said. More respect. You're talking to the famous sorcerer Babidi, son of the powerful sorcerer Bividi, Babidi said. And what is that? Frieza replied, annoying. Frieza would point to Babidi to destroy him, but when he threw the laser from here, Goku would stand in front of him and deflect the attack with a single blow. Hey, what the hell are you? Frieza said. I am Goku, a Saiyan born on the planet Vegeta, and raised by Babidi to be the Supreme Sorcerer, Goku said. Saiyan, Frieza replied, disconcerted. Frieza would tremble with fear to remember the order of Beerus to destroy the planet Vegeta, especially when the face of Bardock comes to his memories. It cannot be. You are the son of Bardock, Frieza said. Bardock is my father, Goku said, disconcerted. Well, I do not care. I came to fight against you. What is a Mikoso Saiyan doing in my territory? Frieza would ask with contempt. Goku smiled with confidence. I come to fight with you, Frieza. I want to see how strong you are, Goku said. Goku, do not get distracted, Babidi said. Guys, let's keep breaking things. Babidi would move away with the Special Forces Ginyu. Wait, you're not going to see me fight? Goku said. I do not need to be present to see what happens, Babidi replied. Come on, but it's not the same, Goku said. Frieza laughed arrogantly. Fight me? Do you think you are strong enough to challenge me? Frieza said. You have no idea who you're messing with. I know, Goku said. Let's put an end to this. The battle would finally begin. Goku and Frieza would collide with an impressive force. Both would show extraordinary skills and powers. Goku showed his combat skills, combining his Saiyan abilities with Babbidi's acquired magical knowledge. Frieza, on the other hand, showed his great technique and ability to control and manipulate energy. Babbidi watched the battle with interest, taking note of Frieza's skills. Meanwhile, the Special Forces Ginyu continued to attack Frieza's entire army. But for the Emperor of Evil, this seemed to be something minor. The fight intensified, and Goku would realize that Frieza was not an easy opponent. Despite his initial confidence, the Emperor of Evil would prove to be a formidable challenge. However, Goku did not give up, and every time he seemed to be at a disadvantage, he used his magical skills to balance the balance. In a moment, Frieza would feel the pressure, so he would decide to use his first transformation. "I see you don't leave me any more alternatives," Frieza said. "I will use my first transformation. Do whatever you want, your tricks won't scare me," Goku said. "We'll see about that," Frieza said. Frieza would begin to compress his muscles. His body would grow in size while his Kai doubled. Even so, Goku did not look intimidated at all. "Not bad, but it's not a big deal," Goku said. "Hey, you don't want to show off with me," Frieza said. "Now I'm going to show you what a real transformation is," Goku said. Goku would scream, transforming into Super Saiyan. Frieza could not believe it. He had never seen a Saiyan transform before. "This has to be a joke," Frieza said, disconcerted. "And a very good one," Goku said. Goku would reach Frieza with a knee to his stomach, which would leave him almost unable to breathe. After that, a ki attack would throw him away. "Goku, remember that you have more transformations. Don't waste time," Goku's mind said. "I know, don't worry," Goku would answer. Frieza would regroup, but he was not willing to give up on anything in the world. "Now I will make you pay dearly for all this. You will know all my power." Frieza would use his last form. In that way, he would use all his power. "I don't like being this way because I can't save energy, but I think the circumstances deserve it," Frieza said. "Anyway, don't think I'll be afraid of that pathetic body," Goku said. "Now fight." Goku and Frieza would begin to have an epic battle where both gave their best. Despite Frieza's efforts, he felt humiliated that a Saiyan put him at that point. Demons, that's why Beerus wanted to destroy the Saiyans, Frieza would think. Goku and Frieza at one point would clash their fists against each other, creating a great wave of energy in the distance. Meanwhile, the Special Forces Ginyu had just destroyed Frieza's base. "Great, sir, we're done," Captain Ginyu said. "All right, I don't need them anymore," Babbidi said. "Wait a minute, what do you mean by that?" Captain Ginyu replied. Babbidi with his powers would make the head of each of them fly into 1,000 pieces. Then he would approach the combat zone, observing how Goku fought. "This only confirms my vision. Goku will be the Supreme Sorcerer that rules all," Babbidi said. "All right, I think I'll use all my skills," Goku said. "What are you talking about?" Frieza replied. Goku would point to Frieza, and he would fall to his knees as a victim of great gravity. "What the hell are you doing?" Frieza said. "I think I told you I'm a very powerful sorcerer," Goku said. "Here goes a sample of my powers." Frieza resisted to regain his posture, but the influence of Goku's powers was too much. Frieza would exploit his Kai to the maximum to try to stand up. He would do it, but he couldn't even take a step. "I'll kill you," Frieza said. "I doubt it," Goku replied. Goku would use his magic to turn Frieza into stone. "Wow, he did it sooner than necessary," Babidi said. While Frieza was a stone statue, Goku would close his fist and accumulate energy in it. That way, he would give him a precise attack, turning Frieza into a pile of shapeless rocks. "All right, I won," Goku said. "Goku, what happened to you?" Babidi replied. "What are you talking about?" Goku responded. "I just beat him." "I know, but you did it very fast," Babidi said. "Knowing you well, I expected you to have a long fight to entertain you. Not this. Well, I was warned of his skills, so I didn't want to risk it," Goku said. "Frieza has a very resistant body, so I finished him once and for all." "I'm proud of you," Babidi would smile. "You have matured a lot, and that is a good indicator. Soon you will be ready to conquer the entire universe. Only the God of Destruction is missing," Goku said. "It will be better if we are ready to face him." On the other hand, on the planet of Bliss, the God of Destruction would rest in a nap, while his angel would find out about the news. Without delay, he would give the notice to the God of Destruction. "How is it possible that Frieza is dead?" Beerus said, disconcerted. "Apparently, this has something to do with your owner and the order to destroy the planet Beautiful, since the subject who killed Mr. Frieza is a Saiyan," Whis said. "Apparently, this has something to do with your dream and the order to destroy the planet. Let me see," Beerus said when he took Whis's scabbard. Beerus would look carefully at Goku. "He's not just a warrior, he's also a sorcerer," Beerus said. "Yes, a very good one. But look who's next to him," Whis said. They would both see Babidi there. "It cannot be. I thought that guy was already dead," furious Beerus said. "It seems not," Whis replied. "How dare you?" Beerus said, in bad mood, while the planet trembled. "Those two are going to know the destruction." "We'll be right there," Whis said. Meanwhile, Goku and Babidi would prepare. They knew that Beerus was nothing to come for having killed Frieza. Goku knew that Beerus was a god of destruction, but he had more than one card under his sleeve. Whis and Beerus would go towards our friends, ready to eliminate them. "Nobody can conquer the universe without my consent," Beerus said. Goku's victory over Frieza resonated in Beerus's mind, creating a feeling of terror and astonishment among the inhabitants of different planets. Goku and Babidi were preparing for the imminent confrontation against Beerus, the god of destruction. They knew that the task would not be easy, but Goku's confidence was at its highest point after defeating Frieza. "Goku, remember everything I have taught you," Babidi said. "You must be patient. Do not focus on defeating Beerus. Focus on strengthening yourself." "I know. The difficulty of fighting against Beerus will make me stronger," Goku said. Babidi, with his cunning, proposed to Goku to use his magic to track Beerus and anticipate his movements. Goku, although he renounced it first, would accept Babidi's suggestion. Together, they would begin a magical ritual to locate the god of destruction. While performing the ceremony, Goku meditated on his new magical skills and how he could use them in his next confrontation. Suddenly, a wave of energy shook the surrounding space. Beerus and Whis would appear, floating in the air with serious expressions and challenging looks. Goku and Babidi would stand up, ready for the confrontation. "So you are the one who defeated Frieza," Beerus said, with fury in his eyes. "That little brat Saiyajin really made pieces of my subordinate. Prepare for destruction." "But if you're just a purple cat," Goku said. "What did you say?" Beerus, furious, replied. "Beerus cat?" Goku said. "Insolent. You will know the destruction for that," Beerus said. "I am Beerus, the god of destruction, and I will not allow any mortal to dare to disrespect me." Goku, without imitating, smiled. "I came to fight, Beerus, but first I need to know why you destroyed my home planet, the Little Bee planet," Goku said. "What the hell is he doing? He's just wasting time," Baba D would think. "I know the prophecy will be fulfilled anyway, but you have to act." "Do you think it would bother me to explain it to you?" "Well, maybe it should, since you dare to challenge a god of destruction." The Saiyans were a dangerous and arrogant warrior race. Their potential for power was still growing, and they could have become a threat even to the gods. So, I decided to eradicate them before that happened, Beerus said. "I don't know how you escaped, but clearly, your destiny is to disappear like your planet." "Beerus, I want you to be clear about something," Goku said, seriously, while his ki would begin to rise. "My destiny is to conquer that universe, and to take that step, I have to destroy you." "You speak as if you were able to do it," Beerus said, while floating slowly towards Goku. "You're just an arrogant Saiyan who thinks he's better than me for using magical powers." Goku frowned at Beerus's explanation, but then his eyes would shine with determination. "I understand that you have done what you have done, but now I am here to show you that the Saiyans, they deserve to rule this universe," Goku said. Goku would scream, transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, unleashing a great power. With his ki together, his magical power also rose. Beerus was not at all worried. He considered Goku simply as a minor annoyance. The battle would begin, with Goku and Beerus colliding in an epic confrontation. The energy released by both shook the space, creating shockwaves that spread throughout the universe. Baba D watched attentively, aware that magic could be key to this celestial fight. Goku unleashed in his form of Super Saiyan Blue. He used his magical abilities to increase his speed and power. However, Beerus proved to be a formidable opponent. His control over destruction and his ability to manipulate cosmic energy, they were incomparable. "Don't think those cheap tricks can beat me," Beerus said. During the battle, Goku remembered Baba D's teachings and would decide to combine his magical techniques with his Saiyan abilities. He would channel his magical energy into his fists, creating a ki imbued with mystical power. By hitting Beerus with this improved ki, he would manage to weaken the defenses of the god of destruction, although it was not really effective. "You do it very well, but it's not enough," Beerus said. Beerus, surprised by Goku's cunning, would decide to intensify the fight. He would increase his power to the maximum and unleash a massive burst of destructive energy. Goku, without backing down, countered with a sphere of magical energy that absorbed and neutralized Beerus's attack. "Interesting," Beerus said. The fight would reach its point of intensity when Goku, merging his magical skills and Saiyan, would manage to entrap Beerus in a temporal spell. The god of destruction would be momentarily immobilized, allowing Goku to launch a final attack. "Very good. It is time," Goku said. "He stopped time over Beerus," Whis said, disconcerted. "I can't believe it. I never managed to master that spell," Baba D said, disconcerted. This real fight is that is awakening its true powers. Goku would prepare his best attack, the Kamehameha. He would launch it with everything while Beerus, he still remained suspended in time. When launching his attack, Beerus would be engulfed in the technique. When culminating, the temporal effect would end. Beerus would receive all the damage in a single instant. Without understanding what had happened, Beerus would fall to the ground, losing smoke from his skin. "Goku, you did it! You beat him," Babidi said. Even so, Goku kept a tense expression. He would give a high signal to Babidi, indicating that this was not over. Beerus would stand up slowly. The bones would be broken, and he would expel black smoke through his nostrils and then cough. "Wow, I don't know what you did, but it seems effective," Beerus said. "Curse," Goku said, on guard. "That hurt me." "A little," Beerus said. "I can't believe it," Babidi said. "So the prophecy I had was not true? It can't be." "I don't know how you survived that, but I won't let you get out of here alive." Goku would throw everything at Beerus. He would attack him with a rain of fist blows, but it wouldn't do him the slightest damage. Beerus moved from side to side, dodging all the attacks almost without altering his guard. For now, Goku was in big trouble, considering the great difference in power. "Demels, I have to do something," Goku said. Goku would join his hands and launch a fire spiral, but Beerus would blow with great power, destroying all the flames. "It has to be a joke," Goku said. Goku would place his hands on the ground, so that later hundreds of ice spears would come up from the ground. Beerus would move sideways, dodging each of the attacks. In a moment, one of the spears would rub his cheek, causing a slight cut. Beerus would get furious for being hurt by a mortal. "Enough!" Beerus would scream furiously. A wave of energy from Hakai would destroy all the ice pillars. Goku would cross his arms and said goodbye. "I think this fight is about to come to an end," Whis said. "Goku, resist!" Babidi replied. Beerus would reach Goku, and with a strong fist blow would leave him breathless. Goku would fall on his knees, not being able to breathe. "That happens to you for challenging a god of destruction. Now you will know your place," Beerus said. Beerus would stretch his hand, accumulating energy of Hakai. "Disappear," Beerus said. A dimensional tunnel would be created, where he would fall, disappearing from there. "What the hell?" Beerus said, disconcerted. "We'll be back," Babidi said, furious. Babidi would jump over another dimensional portal. Beerus had thrown his Hakai ball, but Babidi had escaped in time. Goku was defeated, and with broken pride, while recovering somewhere in Universe 7. "It cannot be! I tried everything," Goku said. "That guy is great. Do not worry. You did well," Babidi said. "That guy is very strong." "And the magic power did not seem to be useful," Goku said. "Now, everything is done. At any time, he will find us." Goku would stand up, but he would cough blood. "Goku, wait! He is hit, damaged your organs," said Babidi. Babidi would begin to heal Goku until he regains health in his organs. "2 blows like that would have killed me," said Goku. "Goku, when did we learn time suspension?" said Babidi. "I had to do it a couple of times," said Goku. "It only occurred to me that a direct attack would be effective, and suspending it temporarily was the best. I took 3 years to learn that magic, and you did it with just seeing me," said Babidi. "It's not that difficult. It's just stealing time and taking it elsewhere, altering the entropy, like when you freeze things by removing the heat, said Goku. Goku, every day you surprise me more. If you only had 10% of my age, you would be a better sorcerer than me, thought Babidi. Goku, you have to rest and recover your energies. At any time, Beerus could find us, said Babidi. Meanwhile, Whis and Beerus were looking for Goku everywhere. I can't believe that Saiyan and the Paz with legs have made fun of us, said Beerus. I think it took a long time to eliminate him. I have told him more than once that he should not talk to his rivals before disappearing them so that things like these do not happen, said Whis. I know, it's not time for scolding. We have to find those two and disappear them, said Beerus. While Beerus and Whis were looking for Goku everywhere, the Sorcerer Saiyan rested on a bed. He needed to recover his strength for the next fight. He knew he didn't have time to train. It was to fight or die. But Babidi was really worried. He had underestimated Beerus and felt that his plans were about to fail. I can't give up. I know Goku can beat him, said Babidi. Hours later, Goku would wake up. He felt like new. Very well, I'm ready, said Goku. Goku, wait, you have to strengthen yourself before fighting him again, said Babidi. Do you really think I have time for that? Said Goku. Don't be stupid. You can't do anything. Better get training, said Babidi. Goku would support his hand on Babidi's shoulder and smile tenderly. You have done a lot for me, but I feel like I have a chance, said Goku. I'm not going to waste it. Goku, what do you mean? Said Babidi. Thanks for everything, said Goku. Goku would use his time suspension spell, leaving Babidi frozen in time. You better stay here. It will be safer, said Goku. Goku would leave here. He didn't have time to hide, so he would confront Beerus once and for all. Goku would go to a planet where he would take his key. That would help Beerus and Whis to find him. They would arrive at their meeting. Wow, you're here after all, said Beerus. I was not going to miss this fight for anything in the world, said Goku. Now I will have my revenge. I do not see the dwarf anywhere, said Beerus. Have more respect. His name is Babidi, and he is the most powerful sorcerer in the universe, said Goku. Wow, it seems that you have a lot of affection for him, said Beerus. It doesn't matter. As soon as I eliminate you, I will go for him and destroy him. That will not happen, said Goku, with a special shine in his eyes. Goku would explode his ki to the maximum, transforming into Super Saiyan Blue. Yes, you are a little stronger, said Beerus, but that will not be enough. Beerus, I will finish you, said Goku. Then everyone in the universe will know my name as the Saiyan who eliminated a god of destruction. Beerus and Goku were observed in a threatening way. Both were ready to repeat the fight. Goku, without hesitation, would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, unleashing all his power. This time, no one will help you escape, said Beerus. You will be eliminated, and there will be nothing you can do. You only say empty words. Now you will see that I will defeat you, said Goku. Goku would launch himself like a torpedo towards Beerus. He would reach him with a strong punch. Beerus would hold his fist like nothing. Then Beerus would attack Goku. But at the moment of contact, he would turn into water, said Beerus, disconcerted. The water would fall to the ground and return to take the shape of Goku. Wow, I had never seen something like that, said Whis. That disgusting worm thinks he can get away with his own, said Beerus. Beerus would launch a rain of ki balls, but before they reached Goku, each one would enter through small portals. In this way, the ki balls would be transported behind Beerus. The god of destruction would turn just in time to reject his own attacks. This worm is playing with me, said Beerus, furious. The confrontation between Goku and Beerus would reach a new level of intensity. Both warriors launched devastating attacks, creating waves of energy that shook the surrounding space. The sky was illuminated with flashes of ki as Goku in his form of Super Saiyan Blue and Beerus with his imposing presence as the god of destruction collided in an epic duel. Goku seemed to be raising his powers as the fight went on. A new energy would be born from within him, as if something would motivate him to give his best. "I don't understand what he did to increase his powers," Beerus would think carefully. Goku, with his improvement in the magical skills learned from Babidi, managed to maintain the rhythm against Beerus. However, the god of destruction did not fall behind, once again demonstrating in his domain the cosmic energy and his ability to resist Goku's attacks. Meanwhile, in the place where Goku had left Babidi frozen in time, the magic began to fluctuate. Babidi, with his cunning and knowledge of magical arts, began to free himself from the time spell. His eyes shone with determination as he broke the temporal ties that kept him immobilized. "Interesting, Goku. It seems that I underestimated your magic power," Babidi would think, as he freed himself. "Maybe there is hope for our plan after all." Babidi would manage to get out of that temporal prison and then take a crystal ball and observe Goku. He would see him fighting with everything against Beerus. "It can't be! He's already fighting him! He's crazy!" said Babidi. While Goku and Beerus were continuing their fierce battle in space, Babidi, with a malicious smile, would teleport to the scene of the confrontation. He knew that the key to defeating Beerus not only resided in Goku's power, but also in his magical skills. If he could defeat the god of destruction, Babidi would appear on the battlefield, observing the fight from a distance. Goku, with his brilliant aura of the Super Saiyan Blue, was determined to overcome the limits and defeat Beerus. The god of destruction, although confident, could not ignore Goku's growing power. "Beerus, this is not just a matter of brute force," Goku said. "My combination of magical power and Saiyan ability make me unpredictable and better than you, so it will be better if you prepare for the defeat." "You talk a lot, but you do little," says Beerus. "Better shut up and lose with dignity." Babidi, taking advantage of Beerus's momentary distraction, would begin to weave a complicated magic spell. His hands moved with skill, channeling dark energy and combining it with Goku's ki. A dimensional portal opened behind Beerus, momentarily trapping him in a temporal distortion. The portal suctioned Beerus with great force, but Beerus would hold his feet and hands on the ends to avoid being absorbed. "Damn, what is this thing that pulls me?" said Beerus, furious. "Goku, now is your chance," said Babidi. Goku, without wasting time, would throw himself at Beerus with a sudden increase in his speed and power. The combination of Babidi's magic and Goku's brute strength turned out to be a surprisingly effective strategy. However, Beerus with his destruction. Then, Beerus would hit Goku just when he got to him. "Bastard, you're a damn cheater," said Beerus, furious. "Damn, it almost works," said Babidi, exhausted by all the energy he had used in that spell. "You are smarter than I thought," said Beerus with a smile. "But that will not change the result. And you, dwarf, stop getting into what is not your business." The battle continued, with Goku and Beerus exchanging blows and spectacular techniques. Babidi, aware that magic would only give them a temporal advantage, was still looking for the perfect opportunity to intervene, although careful that Beerus would not eliminate him for doing so. "I think Beerus should be more attentive to Babidi," said Whis. Suddenly, Goku would devise a bold strategy, channeling his magic energy and ki to the maximum. He created an illusion of himself that separated from the main body. While the illusion distracted Beerus, the real Goku would take advantage of the opportunity to accumulate massive energy in his hands by lifting them up. "It's time to put an end to this," Goku would think as he prepared for his final move. Beerus fought against Goku's copy without realizing that it was false. He was not even a witness to the original Goku creating the Genkidama. Babidi, from a distance, admired Goku's creativity and determination. He knew that the fate of Universe 7 was hanging by a thread at that crucial moment. "Come on, Goku, you have to conquer the universe anyway," said Babidi. Goku would launch his most powerful attack so far, a ball of magic energy and ki combined in a dazzling sphere thanks to the energy he stole from different parts of the universe. The sphere was heading directly towards Beerus, who, despite his resistance, could not avoid the direct impact. Beerus, at that moment, would realize that he was fighting with a copy, but it was too late. The resulting explosion illuminated space, creating a glow that spread throughout the universe. Babidi held his breath, protecting himself by turning his spectral body for a moment, waiting to see the result of the fierce confrontation. When the light dissipated, Goku was standing, exhausted but victorious. Beerus, on the other hand, was on the ground, visibly weakened but still breathing. "We did it," Goku whispered with relief. Babidi would approach Goku, smiling with satisfaction. Although he knew that Beerus's threat had not completely disappeared, at least they had gained a breath. "Incredible, Goku! You are truly amazing!" exclaimed Babidi. "With that attack, he can no longer fight. Now go for him and defeat him." However, at that moment a voice resounded. It was Beerus, who, despite his weakened state, would stand up with determination. "This fight is not over yet," Beerus said, with a challenging look. "But you have impressed me, Saiyan. Now I am willing to fight seriously." "Seriously?" Goku said. "Fight seriously?" Goku would be terrified at Beerus's premise. The god of destruction would begin to raise his hand, enveloping himself in energy of destruction. "Damn, this seems serious," Goku said. Goku was really terrified by the situation he was facing. Beerus would attack with several Hakai energy attacks towards Goku. Goku would create ice walls that would disappear at the contact of each Hakai attack. But while Goku generated his ice defenses, Beerus would reach him with a strong fist blow. Goku would be sent far away, falling to the ground. Then he would stand up, really sore. "Damn, he is notoriously stronger than before," Goku said. Beerus would go with all his force towards Goku. Goku would stretch his hands toward Beerus and attack him with a magic attack by creating ki bonds that would envelop him. Beerus would remain motionless for a moment, but instantly he would get rid of the ki bonds. "Damn," Goku said, terrified. Beerus would reach Goku with a strong kick in his chest that would throw him far away. Goku would fall to the ground, almost unable to move. At that moment, Babidi would appear in front of Goku. "Babidi," Goku said, disconcerted. "Goku, get out of here. I distract him," Babidi replied. "You're crazy," Goku said. "Get out of here." Babidi would point at Beerus and create strong ki chains that would imprison him. "Goku, run," Babidi said. "No, I can't do it," Goku said. "Run away," Babidi said. Beerus would manage to get rid of Babbidi's magic, and he would arrive as if nothing had happened. He would hit him on the head with the palms of his hands and make him explode. Babbidi would fall to the ground without a head. "Babbidi," Goku said. "You filthy dwarf! I should have gotten rid of you a long time ago," Beerus said, and kicked Babbidi's body to one side. Goku was in shock at what he had just seen. His mentor had just died. Suddenly, Beerus would feel something strange about Goku. Suddenly, an unknown energy would sprout from the Saiyan. His ki would explode to the maximum, throwing Beerus far away. "What was that?" Beerus said, disconcerted. "It seems that Goku has a lot of appreciation for Babbidi," Whis said. Suddenly, Goku's hair would turn bright white, surprising both Beerus and Whis. "What does this mean?" Whis said. "I will not forgive you for this," Goku replied. As if nothing had happened, Goku would reach Beerus and hold him by the face. Then he would get up with him without letting go. "I'm going to make you feel the worst suffering you've ever experienced," Goku said. Goku would hit Beerus's stomach hard, throwing him several meters away. The god of destruction would roll on the ground, but then he would stand up. "What is going on?" Beerus said, disconcerted. "Beerus, be careful. You are using the Ultra Instinct," Whis replied. "That's impossible," Beerus said. "That's what's going on," Whis said. Beerus would throw Goku, attacking him with all his force, but Goku would dodge each of his attacks as if nothing. Then, with a precise blow on his chest, he would leave Beerus seriously injured. The god of destruction would use Hakai energy on Goku, but it would fade away and it would do nothing to the Sorcerer Saiyan. "Idiot, do you think that will work on me?" Goku said. "I don't understand," Beerus said. "This happens to you for believing you own our lives," Goku replied. "Now you will disappear." Goku would hold Beerus by the neck. He would use very intense magic on Beerus. You could see in him how the magic traveled through his body like yellow veins. Then Beerus would begin to dematerialize little by little. "It's over," Goku said. "Wow, he has done it after all," Whis replied. "I think it's time to go." Whis would begin to move away, knowing that he no longer had the god of destruction. But Goku would place himself in front of him, cutting his way. "Not so fast," Goku said. "Excuse me?" Whis replied. "I still have to fix things with you. Although you don't interfere, you are going to look for another god of destruction, and I can't allow this," Goku said. "I see that you don't know that the angels don't make decisions." Whis said, "I suggest you follow your path. I think I was clear." Goku said seriously. Somewhere in Universe 7, you could see how Goku was totally asleep. That strange place looked a lot like the Room of Time, but everything was dark. "Goku, wake up!" Goku heard a voice everywhere. "Who is there?" Goku asked, observing everything around him, but he was somewhere in the void, in complete darkness. "Goku, wake up! Remember!" the voice said, and Goku still could not find the subject he was talking to. "Stop hiding and show yourself!" he demanded, Goku annoying. "Goku, the Room of Time!" the voice said. Goku would open his eyes. He was in his bed, with his wife Chi-Chi, who was placidly asleep. It was just a dream, Goku thought, sweating. "Goku!" he would hear the voice again. "The Room of Time!" Goku would close his eyes looking for a key, but he could not find anything. "Who will be talking in my mind?" Goku would think, worried. Hours later, in the early morning, Goku went to the Kamisama Temple, where Dende received him surprised. "Mr. Goku, it is not normal to see you here at this time," Dende said. "I'm sorry to bother you, Dende, but I need to enter the Room of Time," Goku said very seriously. "Are you going to train? Is there a new enemy?" Dende asked, something scared. "It's not that, but for some reason I don't feel comfortable telling you. I beg you to excuse me," I answered Goku, looking at Dende. "Hey Goku, you look like you haven't slept well," Piccolo intervened. "You seem to be sick or something." "Don't worry," Goku laughed. "I'm fine. It's just that it's something that worries me." "Then go ahead, Goku," Dende said when offering to pass. Goku would reach the door of the Room of Time, but when he put his hand on the door, he would hear the voice again. "Goku!" the voice whispered in his hand. Goku hesitated for a moment and was afraid to make a wrong decision, but he could not remain in doubt. "I have to do it," Goku said to himself convinced. He finally entered the Room of Time. "Where are you?" Goku asked, screaming a little. "Goku!" The voice was heard from everywhere and with more power. Little by little, everything inside the Room of Time darkened, becoming again the dream that Goku had recently. "I must be having a nightmare," Goku thought, worried. "This is more real than it seems," said the voice. "Who are you?" Goku would ask as he increased his ki, preparing to fight. "I am you," answered the voice. And after saying that, other beings similar to Goku appeared in front of Saiyan, but their costumes were black. "It's you, Black!" Goku shouted, ready to fight. Goku threw himself at the subject, but he transferred him from side to side. He seemed to be a ghost. "That Black is nothing more than a HakaiShin who tried to take my place! I am part of you!" The strange being would laugh. "That is impossible!" Goku did not understand what was happening. "You don't remember it, but we are both part of the same being. We are the reincarnation of the Supreme Demon," explained the being, but it did not seem that Goku believed him. "When you were just a baby, you hit your head, and that caused the loss of your memory of who you were in reality. Since we were a baby, we knew it. We knew we were the reincarnation of the Supreme Demon." He continued to explain the being, but it did not seem that Goku believed him.